Most people think influence comes from speaking well, from having the right words, the right timing, the right persuasion. But unforgettable people do something different. They don't try to be interesting. They make others feel seen. And when someone truly feels seen, they don't forget you. But here's a deeper question. What if people were never resisting you? What if they were never against you? What if they simply felt invisible around you? Because invisibility doesn't create conflict, it creates distance. And distance grows quietly, without noise, without warning. And by the time you notice it, the connection is already fading. He believed influence came from speaking better, stronger arguments, sharper words, more control. So he spoke, explained, persuaded, filled silence with sound. He thought effort created connection. He thought words created presence. He thought persuasion created influence. But something kept happening. Conversations ended quickly. Energy faded. Eyes wandered. People drifted away, quietly. No rejection, no confrontation, no explanation. He wasn't rude. He wasn't ignored. He wasn't disliked. He was simply forgettable. And forgettable is dangerous because you don't notice it happening. You only notice the absence that follows, the silence after presence, the distance after closeness. Then one quiet moment changed everything. He noticed something uncomfortable. While speaking, he rarely observed. While answering, he rarely listened. While trying to connect, he was focused on himself. He wasn't interested in people. He was interested in being interesting. And people can feel that, even when they don't say it, even when they smile, even when they stay polite. Because connection is not logical, it's emotional, and emotion cannot be forced. So he stopped. Not a trick, not a tactic, a shift, presence. He allowed silence to exist. He stopped filling every pause, stopped rehearsing replies, stopped trying to impress, stopped trying to control perception. And for the first time, he listened, not to respond, but to understand. He noticed tone beneath words, emotion behind logic, tension behind silence, the small pauses, the hidden signals most ignore, and something shifted. People slowed down, spoke more, opened deeper layers, trusted without being asked. Conversations became quieter, but stronger, slower, but deeper. He didn't become more persuasive, he became more attentive, and attention transforms connection, because attention says, I see you. You matter. You exist here, and most people rarely feel that. But something even deeper was happening. When people feel seen, they relax. When they relax, they open. When they open, they reveal. And when they reveal, connection becomes real. And real connection creates influence naturally, without force, without persuasion, without pressure, because real influence is not control, it's resonance, and resonance cannot be forced, it can only be felt. Maybe we forget something simple. People don't want to be impressed all the time. They want to feel seen, understood, felt, recognized. And real influence is not convincing, it's understanding. Because sometimes, while trying to be heard, we forget to listen. We try to shine and forget to see. And something subtle begins to change inside you. You stop chasing reactions, stop forcing impressions, stop trying to control how others perceive you. Instead, you begin to notice. You notice hesitation in their voice. You notice emotion hidden between words. You notice what is not being said. And when people feel truly noticed, they feel safe. And when they feel safe, they reveal what is real. Not the mask, not the performance, not the surface, the truth. And truth is where real connection lives, not in perfect words, not in perfect timing, but in real presence. Because when someone feels deeply understood, they stop guarding themselves. And in that space, influence no longer feels like influence. It feels like trust. And in that moment, you don't become louder, you don't become smarter, you don't become more persuasive, you become present. And presence is what people remember. Presence is what people trust. Presence is what makes you different. And in a world full of noise, being fully present makes you unforgettable.